Disclaimer: the information in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before investing in any crypto project. Hi everyone, welcome back to the CryptoHuntzman YouTube channel. Like always, I'd like to thank all our new subscribers. I'm currently up to 275. If you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate if you would subscribe to it. Like obviously the videos, as it helps get the content out to more people. So today's video is going to be a live deposit video basically into Alpha Capital. So I made a video 6 days ago going over outlining a few of the key points in it and what I like and what about the platform in general. So after kind of doing a bit more research and talking to the team on Telegram over the last couple of days, I've decided to put in, I'm probably going to put in maybe $300 into it and plan it out from there. So again, if you haven't seen that video, it's worth to check it out first. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just documenting my own journey within DeFi, and you have to understand that it's a very risky play. So it's not technically investments or things like this. It's more of a risk play. So you're just trying to minimize your risk to certain platforms and projects if you can along the way. So yeah, so this is obviously Alpha Capital. Yeah, the website offering you up to I think 1 point something percent. So average daily is 1.22% since they begun. Deposit limit is 1.4 million. I won't have to worry about that today. So yeah, I'm not going to spend too long going over the project. I'm just going to go over a few of the key points that I've learned and found out over the last couple of days. So if we go into the dashboard, as you can see here, we had two spikes in and the amount of money that's invested. So hopefully this spike was maybe because of my video. I doubt it very much, but I assume this spike around here was because of Murdoch DeFi made a video, and obviously much bigger followers, so had a bigger impact on what's happened. So you can see here we're sitting just at under 200,000 invested into it. The average daily return at the moment is 1.22%. So you can see here the profit and loss history. So I have to see with the team, and again, I presume this is their history of trading. So they have 1.12% profit and things like that. So per day. Yeah, so look, first I'm going to show you so this is the insurance fund. Now it's mentioned down here, extra layer of protection, the insurance fund. So what they'll be doing is any extra money they make in their trading, once investors are paid out, which is shown roughly around here, is what rewards are being claimed. The extra money will be going to the insurance fund. So you can see here at the moment there's $4,260 in the insurance fund. This is, I think, is a brilliant way to help build up, and it stays true to what they're saying. That could eventually cover more than 100%. So obviously this insurance fund will have to get to 200,000, but you would be hoping over the next coming couple of months of running that eventually builds up to that position, that it does become in an area for people to be able to claim from or to help get the rewards from. This is good to see. Also, I suppose the big thing is everyone's on about transparency, and I will mention that later on. I've talked to the team, and I have documentation to show proof of the owner basically. Now I was sent the owner's ID card, or I think it is a ID card or passport or something like that, driver's license. So it will have some information will be removed from it. It's may not appease to everyone that's happy, to see this, but I think it's just an extra step to showcase, and I suppose you have to be careful regardless of what you're doing online, and especially within crypto, is how much info you actually share at an early stage. So look, I've invested in projects that the info they share are pictures of avatars, so you have to take it all with a grain of salt and a pinch of salt. So yeah, we'll be looking into that in a few moments as well. So if you're not in their Telegram group, it's well advised to get into the Telegram group. It's has lots of information. The team is great to help jumping in there to help answer any questions that people have. But also, they've recently published their transparency report. So you can see up here that what they're doing. So futures trading was number one. So obviously, for me, it's great to see losing trades, not just all green trades. So, but the best thing about it is like they're completely different in percent. So they obviously have tight stop losses in place here because they're cutting them off very quickly once they go against the trend of what they're picking. So you can see here technically it's a 3.3% profit. So in the future that could almost pay for like 3 days of rewards. Obviously if it's around the 1%. So that's good to see. We have two different future bots. So future bots 1 and future bot 2. Future bot 2 is a bit more losses on it. However, again, it's good to see what they are trading and how they're trading. So obviously they're trading Bitcoin at the moment itself. So, and then they have to do the arbitrage trading on dexes. This is probably their most profitable from the report. They're doing trading Ethereum. They had 402 trades, and total profit was 11 ETH. So that's roughly nearly $15,000 profit. So again, they did a little bit on USDC, but obviously the profit is not great on that. So, but again, in saying that, it's showing profit. So if they're trading that, if they're arbing the trades, they're obviously buying on one place and selling it somewhere else, and there's going to be very little risk to this one. So this could be an option to put more money into and eventually be able to add on a few more zeros onto the total profit. So it's good to see that it has this opportunity here as well. They're also using sandwich bots. Again, sandwich bots, if you're not 100% sure what they're about, obviously you can look it up, learn more about it, but it briefly is they can, if someone puts in a big order for Ethereum in this case, they have bots set up that can instantly buy it in front of that order and sell it to them at a little bit higher rate. So again, 135 trades and it's 2,500 profit. So that's again is brilliant to see, and I think it's brilliant to see that they have 3 different methods to earn revenue for the platform. So you come down here then the total profit. So the total profit was 19,000, almost 20,000. Now this is a key thing to remember here. They've profited almost 20,000, and straight away if we scroll down, you can see here that there's 15,000 in rewards to be paid out. So these are total amount of rewards that have to be paid out. If every user decided to claim the rewards and all that, that's what has to be paid out right now. I asked a question in the chat about why is this amount different, and pretty much this is what has been claimed, and this is what is left to be as in total amount of claims. So again, if you have rewards and pending rewards and you haven't claimed them, it's not going to show up in here. So as you can see, they've made 19,000 and they know they have to pay out to 15,000 in rewards. So obviously the money is there to pay it, and then the extra money goes to an insurance fund. So again, that's pretty obviously the entire total is after being spent. I think that's absolutely brilliant that it can show that money has 78% of what they made has been paid out, and 21% again went to the insurance fund. Now that, it's a lot of transparency there. It's what people are crying out for, and I like to see obviously in platforms. Again, it only shows so much, and look, we know the way things can go if regardless of how doxed and things like that are. You don't have to look no further than FTX, how and the way that went. So look, to a certain degree, transparency means very little, but they also the team are adapting to what people are looking for, and they're sharing the information as they go with it. So I think, kudos to them for actually taking that on board and using that. So if we go back here again, as I said, I was on about showing a bit more information about the owner. So if in the chats, and you can see about they're registered in the United Kingdom at the moment. Obviously the address I mentioned before is like always is going to be a rented office, so you can see here that the owner himself is, I probably won't pronounce him, Constantine Barbu is the owner. And I was talking to the team there today, and they shared this with me. So as you can see, obviously the names obviously match up. This is the ID of Constantine Barbu. Obviously he's Romanian. He's in Romania down here. Again, information is going to be hidden from it. Take it at what you want to take of that, but it's good to see that it is showing proof, is showing his address there. And what I think was mentioned to the team is obviously he'll be using this as his avatar icon basically in Telegram, so it'll be, people will start to see it obviously, and again it just adds a bit more trust to it. I originally made the first video on Alpha Capital, and wasn't 100% sure how much to put into it and what way to go with it, because of look, we just don't know. But over the last week of doing a bit more research, learning a bit more about it, I will be making the live deposit now in a minute into it. I'm going to put 300 into it first and see how that goes, and again then look to add to that. So again, come back to this, look, he's doxed. Again, take with it what you want, but for me it's good to see that he is willing to share this information. Obviously if it's registered in the UK, I'd assume this information has to be shared with the UK board of governments and all that for registering a business like this. And unless, maybe you can let me know in the comments if you think it doesn't have to be done like this, whatever, but this is one good thing for me. And then obviously if we go back to the insurance fund, you can see here that the funds came from the Binance Hot Wallet. So if any are using Binance at the moment, you should know that there's an extra verification step coming on board now. So again, he will have to be, after showing proof of his ID, he would have to be showing his proof of his residency, and obviously some sort of utility bill or something like that is the new thing that they're asking for now. So he's well and truly doxed on Binance even, so there is always going to be a way to track it backwards into Binance if anything was to happen. Again, it's still risky, but I think all these little steps that have been done are going to help mitigate the risk for me personally, and it fits into what I'm looking to invest into. So again, look, I'm not going to be sharing this with anyone in chats or anything. It's up to the team in Alpha Capital now to share this out. So I just was giving it to show in this video because I made one of the first videos on it. So yeah, so look, overall that's pretty much it. So look, we're going to jump into the live deposit now. So I'm going to deposit 300 into it. Obviously BUSD. You can obviously have all the different options. So we stake 300. Again, making sure everything is done through Ledger Wallet. So we'll wait for that to confirm, and we'll start to hopefully see a few things change. Actually, I could have put in nearly the 400. I would have got us up to 200,000. So right, so we're invested in it now at the moment. Down here shows the deposit, and then it'll show over here will potentially be my earnings, I think it is. So obviously when you deposit, there's a 5% fee. That's grand, I accept that, it's going to happen. There's a 5% fee. Now, one thing to pay attention to and remember is, if you're looking to withdraw your money out of it, you will have to, if you withdraw your money basically within the 31 days, because it's locked for 31 days to a certain degree. So if I claim my, just assume 1% per day, so it's $3. So if I claim maybe $10-20 out of this platform over the next week or 2 weeks, whatever like that is, and I decide I want to withdraw my funds, what it'll calculate is it'll calculate what I've claimed, and it'll take that from my initial deposit minus the fee. So I'll get back, say, $250 back. Now, I think this is a good way to try and discourage people, obviously, from instantly depositing and looking to withdraw. And I think it combats that problem a lot of people had with stable fund when they were giving funds or rewarding people, and they were saying, look, you already ROI'd, you claimed out of it. So I think this is a good way. However, after 31 days of it being locked, you can, if you're after claiming $100, after 31 days, then you can claim your full $300 minus the 5% fee back. So you would be after profiting $100 from it. And it's only that reduction only comes into effect when you try to withdraw your funds within the 31 days or before the 31 days. So look, as I said, this is my journey. I'll be adding this to my road to 100 per day. We'll see how good it goes for me. If you're looking to get on board, I'll leave my referral link below in the description. I'd appreciate it if you're looking to use it. Again, you don't have to, but if you're looking to get involved in this platform, I'd appreciate if you would use my referral. Like I always said, these referrals allow me to get access to new projects, to bring new fresh content to the channel, and it gets more new projects out there, and allows me to try them out like that. So it's like that. So yeah, look, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll, as I said, follow it up in the Friday's video again to see how much is earned, and it'll be in my road to $100 a day. So look, I'd appreciate it if you would like the video, comment what your thoughts are on it, and obviously subscribe to the channel. If you're looking to learn more about Alpha Capital, jump into their Telegram group. Lots of help in the group if you're needing it from anyone, and tag me if you have any questions or anything like that as well. I can help out if I happen to be there. So look, thanks very much for taking the time and watching the video, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks, bye.